Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen...
Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
The major moment in the game. 1-0, never any doubt. The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
After 4 minutes is number 11, David.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Paris Saint-Germain ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Howson gets over and intercepts.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. David Villa could try cutting inside here. Keeper's dealt with that. Beckham! So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Scholes. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Knocks it into space. Oh, shooting chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Paris Saint-Germain applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Torres, played out to the left flank. Now there's a... and the shot! And it's in! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Villa really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He's on it. There's the shot! What a wonderful goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Number 18, Fernando Torres.
And the first half is done. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, David Villa. Number 9.
And the second half gets underway.
Coming on the field.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. He has found the way through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Look, there's an awful lot that can go wrong from that range. How good was that?
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neymar. And it's Azar. He's shifting through the gears here. And he was quick to react. And this is Batistuta. Threads one in. Tries to pass it through. And Batistuta! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's dribbled past his man here. Kimmich. Beckham. Tries to play it through.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Bruno Fernandes. Number 14, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field, number 8, Neymar.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. He won't be happy with that one. That's a sharp pass. And there's green grass ahead of him. Torres. He is through here. And that is expertly dealt with.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Scholes. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And this is Batistuta. Opts to Neymar! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
think we're just about done here. Oh, that's fabulous. He's in space and looking for options. And he's gone backward here. Oh, it's Neymar! No mistake! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! How do you look back on that goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely he'd be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Neymar!
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Torres. Torres! And with that, the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
And a quick reminder
Batistita claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game? Inzaghi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. I guess this was unexpected, a change so early in the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's through here, face to face with the keeper, and a shot! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So, a breakthrough already. Bastoni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. McAllister played out towards the right wing.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Bale. Belletti, and he's managed to get free. Swings in across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Danielson! Bastoni, just about within shooting range. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. In with the challenge. And it's Belletti. And here's Bale. Bale! Oh, crossbar! And he's quick to get it clear again. Great vision. He can run onto that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Inzaghi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Look at the chance for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. And that interception was most necessary. It's Inzaghi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Beckham. Kimmich. Drogba. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, super! Goes for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Safe to say he's capable of better than that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Header! Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Darren Fletcher. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Fletcher. Number 14, Xabi Alonso.
That gets things going for the second half.
Filippo Inzaghi.
Shunon Belmare can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Pep Guardiola.
Great defending,
19.
strong and determined.
Number 18.
Rijkaard.
Van Nistelrooy.
Oh, it's not gone well.
Number 27. Silvestro. Substitution in progress.
Could move up a gear here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Bergkamp. Short changes him with that pass. Kimmich. Adams cuts out the pass. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Batistuta. And he's heaved it away. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Bergkamp. He's shifting through the gears here. Now, can they get him away? And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, well measured. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he's played it back. And he's quick to snatch it back. Shoots! Really well taken goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Bergkamp. Mateus! It's in! And they've got their lead back. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Could have here their final chance.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And it's hoisted clear.
His minute has been indicated.
Bergkamp. Great ball if he can get there. Just the goalkeeper's a bit... Decent chance! He scores! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a...
And that will be the final act. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Yeah. Now it's Villa. Now this could be a chance. Bruno Fernandes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That is good alertness. And it's Xabi Alonso, out towards the flank. He's had it taken off him. Otto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's intervened well there. That has been slung wide. Bruno Fernandes just eases him off the ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far.
Can he finish? There it is! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Number 7, David Villa. David Villa.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's found a way through. Deep cross. And that has been knocked clear. He's gone for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's got away. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he get onto this? Tries from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Kokchu has a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Kokchu actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Kimmich. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's gone looking for safety. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's a sharp pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Muslera punts it upfield. And that has put paid to that. Always onto this. And this is Inzaghi. That's going to go a long way. So what can they make of this? Looking for the run. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. Barcelona are back in business. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Coming on to replace
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.